Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. As today we refocus a bit, because I have been told by many, many people that apparently the Underdark in Act 1 is like its own giant thing, a new region essentially rivaling the entire coastal area we're already exploring in size and scope. So, given that we've already got several quests up here that are yet to be resolved, and pretty much no quests that are pointing us down there yet, it doesn't really make sense to get stuck into it. We've got an entrance secured, so we know where to go if and when someone points us back down there. Oh, and aside from that, I've also been told by multiple folks that apparently Joel, Nerina's other brother, is in fact dead. He just didn't spawn in properly. He's supposed to be in this puddle of blood here. Which is a shame. I was kind of naively hoping he had somehow survived, but apparently the developers went way out of their way to make sure those two died. Which, I gotta say, does make me feel less guilty about it.
Swift as my
Anyway, aside from that, you may notice that we've had a bit of a revamp on our wardrobe. I've disabled the helmet because I cannot take that thing seriously, but the robes have actually grown on me. I think we'll try them out for a while. And then you'll also notice we're rocking a staff, and that is because I forgot we picked up Coralon's Grace. And while obviously we won't get any use out of that pugilist skill, if I am reading this correctly, we should still benefit from the +2 on savings throws from unhampered resistance. That said, let's take our dapper new duds and finish wading around in this bog. We'll finish clearing out the swamp, then we'll pop back to the grove, confront Kaga.
A long way to go still. Onward.
You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to brute force these things. We've still got a short rest on tap.
Give up now.
We've got like 32 basic
Still
healing
alive,
potions,
so that's progress.
I think we can afford to burn a few.
Another step forward.
Reinforced helm and greatsword. Intriguing.
Rather fine blade and hat. Left behind by some unfortunate adventure seeker, perhaps.
Thank you, Shadowheart. That was very useful information. I never would have guessed that these might have once belonged to some sort of adventurer or fortune seeker. Reinforced helm, forged from an unfamiliar alloy, uncommonly rugged. Reinforced greatsword. This cumbersome blade looks strong enough to survive journey through all 9 hells. Non-magical, but
My faith will guide me.
unique names and descriptions. It certainly makes it sound like they're
A
relevant
lot on my
to
mind,
something.
Well, in it.
Then again, there are a lot of other random unique items, like that sharp dagger we found in the Harpy's Nest, which were apparently just remnants of early cut content or retooled quest lines. So that could be the same with this. I do like the way it looks. Any clues or context as to this? Ooh, here we go. Oh, wait. Huh. Well, this takes us right back up to the tea house. I totally overlooked this random side staircase. Huh. Not really sure what purpose this would serve. I guess if you were sneaking past the red caps on the way in. I suppose it would also have bypassed the monster hunter, though he wasn't overtly hostile. Then again, we didn't have Asterion with us. Hey, Froggy. One sec, let me just make sure we've still got Talk with Animals running.
Hag is gone! Happy!
Oh, I'm happy to help, I guess.
Happy! Happy! Come! Present!
I mean, how do you know that we're the ones who killed the hag? You're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but I guess I'm not complaining. Oh, there we go. So...
Here! Shiny! Bye!
Oh, shiny. Bye. Okay. Not exactly world-shattering, but we'll take it. Anything else?
Here!
I'll take that as a no. I think we're actually right back near where we came in. So we just have these last two containers. Oh, and we're doing this again. The doubled up generic containers. Wait, no, that's not my treasure pouch. That's my horrible nightmare potions pouch. Which I'll toss to Karlach. I'd still like to do some experiments with those off screen, see if we can find some use for them. So where is my hoard? Don't tell me I accidentally sold it. Oh, nope, there it is. Too many containers. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a proper lair. Someplace I could sort all my books neatly onto shelves. Heap my hoard upon the ground to sleep on. Hang up all those portraits I keep collecting. And I think we're done. Wow, there was way less swamp left than I realized. Which I guess really just leaves the shallow waterways, which I am not looking forward to walking through, but we might as well be thorough. Yeah. Immediately remembering why I didn't do this on the way in. Really? You got 3 stacked up right on top of each other? Alright, well, I think we're good there, but we do have this one spot over here. Yes, we have this one spot over here that I kind of glossed over early on, too. Let's just take it. Oh, yeah, we got more.
Easy.
Yep.
This place is hungry for blood.
Thanks, Karlach. I did notice that. take it slow. Oh. Hey, that's much nicer. Let's hope that marks the end of the infinite spike traps. And what do we have here? Muddy note. A plain, unadorned note. Unique container. I can always use more of those. Not sure what I'd actually put in there, though. A worn note, splattered with mud, attached to a doll. It was clearly written in a hurry. Hold this every time you miss Mummy, baby. And do not leave camp. Back soon. Well, that doesn't bode well, especially given the destroyed camp we found just nearby, the one that had been torn up by redcaps. Just more grimdark set dressing, I suppose. Or a sign of the times. Alright, I think that's it for the swamp. Unless I'm missing something obvious, I feel like we've covered pretty much this entire region. We do still have some dark spots, but I mean, I think that's all inaccessible stuff, like these chunks here. Though, please, if I'm missing something there, feel free to let me know. That said, we're still in pretty good shape. Let's have our showdown with Kaga.
Come, Silver. Here.
And we're back. First things first, let's take another pass on these carvings real quick. There was one we failed the first time through, but I think we can retry now.
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. You surmise that the druids allied with the harpers, a formidable force.
Right.
Oh, cursed to put my hands on everything.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name. Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Selûne.
Yes, we did not look at that one last time because it's marked as owned. I didn't want to risk annoying the druids, but it is in fact safe to look at. Also, obviously, yet more proof of Dark Justiciar activity.
Ridiculous. We just let her run off.
She's a child.
A devil
The
child.
fresco shows a group of druids gathered in Sylvanas' name. You are on sacred ground. The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots.
And I guess that's it. So Sylvanas sent the druids to fight minions of Shar?
I wish I could offer more assistance. For now, I must keep a close watch on Gorga. I hope to see both you and Halsin again soon.
Almost finished.
I mean, I thought you might have some opinions on this letter I found, but apparently not.
We take CrowkingLoR seriously.
That's cool. I'll just deal with it myself, I guess. Where is Kaga? Oh, she's right there. I walked right past her.
Very well.
Let's hedge our bets here.
Your desire.
We don't want to let her get away.
Still breathing. Like everything.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor.
Indeed you did. And whilst I was on my way to speak with Zevlor, I stumbled upon this. In a well-guarded tree in a haunted swamp miles away from here. It speaks of your perfidious skullduggery.
What?
Yeah, that's a fair reaction. Rats.
That damn nose of yours has gone poking in our business.
Mistress Ollerton, I can explain.
Shh. No need. It couldn't be helped.
Korga! What is the meaning of this?
You think yourself quite the spy, don't you? Go on, tell him.
Those are some very distracting tops you are wearing. But, Kaga's a shadow druid. She was going to corrupt the circle.
A shadow druid? Korga, have you lost your mind?
You and Elsin welcome untouchables to your midst. You defile the grove for the sake of harmony.
Ollerton speaks truth. Who among you disagrees? Who would see this grove in ruin?
The choice is made. Korga, burn the tainted away. Start with the snitch.
As you say, Ollerton.
Hey, just a quick counter-argument. Maybe don't do that, because A, I'll kill you, and B, I was under the impression you guys were sent out here to fight darkness, not to immerse yourself within it and get all cozy-like. Huzzah!
No. You don't know what you say. In shadow, we are purified.
You watch Korga closely. If she is moved by your plea, she gives no sign.
Alright, look, I can't believe I have to keep saying this, but maybe don't embrace the powers of darkness to accomplish your otherwise ill-conceived noble goals. It doesn't really tend to work out. Trust me, I am in a position to know. I once had 2 eyeballs and 0 squids in my head. That is decidedly no longer the case.
When the darkest hour fell, it was us that brought light. Sylvanas demands we illuminate shadow, not hide within it. How was I so blind?
Careful, Korga. The shadows don't forgive.
I belong to the shadows no longer. You've no power over me.
You would question my power. Mother Earth, hear me. Grant me your wrath.
Yeah, I feel like you guys may have slightly misgauged your odds here. But I do admire that confidence. And of course, Karlak completely whiffed on initiative. I mean, I guess I shouldn't underestimate these guys. They are doodads. We'll neutralize where possible. No. No, 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 no. Though, maybe a hold person, perhaps? Basically a coin toss, but an arrow's certainly not going to do it. Yeah, let's go for it. Hey, look at that. Hold! Oh, let's heal the guy who got dinged. I would like to minimize casualties if at all possible. Looks like the archer's up next. Let's focus her down. Solid. Let's hope Markrel does some damage. Well, that's less damage than I was hoping for, but thanks for joining us. 1d4 plus 1 per missile, average 3.5. So 2 should do it. 2 to her, and then 1 bleed over to Aladdin. Right, but I could also roll below average. Fair enough.
Swiftly now.
Let's hope she provokes. Or she could be vaporized by space lasers. That is also a thing that could happen. Archer 2 is loose. Let's take him out. Let's see how he likes throwing his weight around. No, Karlach, you had one job. Oh, just one of those days. Goodness. Oh! Space lasers for the win. The downside, I suppose, being that now that she's extra crispy, we can't interrogate her corpse. I've got to say, though, aside from talking Kaga down, we were really kind of superfluous here. Oop. Perhaps I spoke too soon. Bear witness. Oh, nice. So wait, wild shaping is like a blade of armor? Huh. I've never really dabbled with wild shaping before. But I always assumed it was more akin to, like, polymorphing. Different stats, but same general health pool.
The ritual was flawed. It could have damaged the grove.
And if the goblins get in here, what will happen to the grove? To us?
We'll find another way to stop them. We must.
Wrath thought me a danger. Seems I've proven him right.
I mean, don't beat yourself up on it. You didn't do anything irreversible. And look, like I said, it's a slippery slope. I get it. Power helps get things done, but, you know, it is not without consequence.
It was through power that I would keep us safe. Or so I thought. Yet I betrayed Sylvanas himself. Led the circle to shadow. We will stop the rite. And I will stand trial. My fate lies with Sylvanas. May he have mercy.
Well, good on you. What should I tell Zevlor?
We will grant them safe harbor until they depart. Meanwhile, help us contend with the goblins. Perhaps we can dissuade them from attacking.
Yeah, I think I can do that. So how'd you hook up with the Shadow Druids anyway?
It began with a letter. There was no messenger, it simply appeared. Olladin came soon after. An army was coming, she said. Goblins, drow, and more still. Legions upon legions. The Druids of Cloakwood knew the dangers this would bring. They ordained that all circles cast the rite to shelter from the storm. Olladin taught me to harness the Tree Father's power to wall us in. In return, well, you know the rest. I would turn the grove over to them. I won't forget the wounds I've inflicted. I pray Halcyon returns to heal them in full.
I appreciate the show of personal responsibility. Not sure I trust you, but killing these three certainly did buy you a fair bit of leeway. Though it would have been nice to interrogate their corpses.
You will face Sylvanas' justice.
If it's an argument you seek, you won't find it here. Whatever the Tree Father's judgment, I will accept it in full.
I was kind of hoping for a lore object. Oh, right, I guess I never talked about this, did I? This portrait of some psychotic elf. Found it during our final pass through Ethel's hut. Not worth much, but at this point I'm just collecting them. Even though we don't have a proper place to hang them yet. Looking at you, Larian. And you know what? Might as well still give this a shot.
I see it on your face. You hate me. And I don't blame you.
I do not hate you. I am ashamed at how far I let your machinations spread.
Yeah, that wasn't great. Yep. As feared. Too badly damaged.
Moving in.
You have saved Korga from herself. I cannot thank you enough.
I mean, I'm assuming this isn't it for the Shadow Druids. We had another name on that letter we found, right?
Oh, my saviour. I wish you could have visited in better times.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much done, but might as well make the rounds while we're here.
The wolf focuses on you, calmed in your presence.
Oh, let's try
Remember
this.
what the next move is. Onward. Ever onward.
Huh.
The shadows
Let's
truly
get going.
took root. I should have resisted.
I really kind of figured that would provoke a stronger response. She's got a pathological fear of wolves. It just never comes up.
You may have won over Korga, but I'm not so easily swayed.
Oh, cool. Well, congratulations on taking the mantle of biggest asshole in the grove. You must be very proud.
On my way. Something's on my mind.
Shadow Druids. To think we were rotting from within. Oh, I'm sorry. I need a moment.
How about you, Nettie? You got anything for me?
Fantasy. Just make my bed.
I hear you brought Korga back from the brink. My thanks. But what about your other mission? Any word on Master Halsin?
No. I may have gotten slightly sidetracked, but I'm on it.
Please hurry. For both your sakes.
Yeah, I hear that. Anything worth trading? Not really. I was kind of hoping she might be a good source for more ingredients. And yeah, there's something we're supposed to be able to do with this. I cannot for the life of me remember what it is. I'll have to reread the book on antidotes next time we're back in camp. Something about boiling mugwort in Theriac, I think.
Let's see.
All right, let's see how the rest of the grove is taking the news.
What did I tell you?
I do notice a distinct lack of chanting.
We've ceased our ritual, but that's not an invitation for you to do as you please. Be respectful of this place.
Yeah, I can't make any promises.
Korga was right. We must put ourselves first. You had no right to intervene. You're not one of us.
To think we almost finished the ritual. I felt honored when I was chosen to participate. Now I feel guilty I didn't object.
Such is the curse of true neutrality. With enemies, you know where they stand. But with neutrals, who knows?
This place ain't so special. Why were the druids so protective of it?
Now they're done messing about with rituals, maybe them lot can make themselves useful.
Looks like the druids have eased off some. Small mercies.
Well, gosh, with those attitudes, I can't imagine why the druids didn't want you here.
in umbra. Did I say that out loud? We've been chanting for days. I need some rest.
Yeah, just give it some time. He'll be disenchanted soon enough.
How could we be so... The Rite of Thorns has ceased.
It seems you will be allowed to stay. But behave.
No promises.
Kagha lied to us. She betrayed us. She didn't deserve your mercy.
I'm actually kind of debating whether I can reasonably steal that idol without being spotted. I'm going to say probably not, but I'm not ruling it out just yet.
I knew Kagha was desperate, but I never imagined she'd get Cloakwood involved. You pulled her from the brink. She owes you her life.
You, know Kagha better than I do. Do you think she's really turned over a new leaf? Or is this just another ploy?
By all appearances, yes. When I look at her, I see the Kagha I once knew. But it could be another lie. I pray it isn't.
Well, that didn't really answer my question, but thanks, I guess. Hey guys, keep it classy. Alright, I'll chat up the rest of these guys off screen, see if there's anything else noteworthy. But I think we get the general gist of it. Lots of mixed feelings. Some immediately entitled attitudes from the tieflings, which I'm sure can only end well. Oh, and what have we here? Someone seems to have left an assortment of items just lying out for anyone to take.
Die if I met Laroa reeking of this place. I'd never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
Doesn't taste half bad.
Gotta say, that is an unexpected bonus. Oh, especially that Volo's book. I'll just add that to the to-read pile. Which is starting to stack up pretty quickly. I'll have to make some time soon.
No helping it. We're exposed now. Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for better cause.
Also, someone left a bunch of coins on the floor. Oh, yeah. That's got to be from the impromptu looting that Auric engaged in as part of our efforts to acquire that breastplate that now adorns yon Shadowheart. Seven more books in the stack. Maybe we'll slim that down after we chat with Zevlor.
The gate needs fortification.
I'm told the druids have stopped their damn chanting. What happened?
Well, it's this whole big thing, but suffice to say, Kagha realizes the right was wrong and has since righted that wrong. Right?
Truly. Ilmater's ashes. I never thought she would actually see reason. Thank you. We still have the goblins to contend with, but you've given us time to prepare. I'll ensure my people make the most of it. It pains me that I have nothing to give you in thanks. If you can clear the road of goblins, as you say, I'll ensure a reward is gathered for you.
Oh, trust me, I have gotten plenty from all this. Now, can I can. Yeah, last time we were here, this ladder was marked as owned, so I didn't try climbing it. But now we can go to new heights.
Goblins knows. So many ways to die.
Hail and well met, friend. Lacrissa.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight.
Yeah, that's the spirit. We're all gonna die someday. Might as well just speedrun that shit and get it over with, right? That's certainly not a bleak and dysfunctional worldview.
There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line?
I mean, I feel like there's some very basic logistics issues with this wager, but... yeah, sure. Sure, why not?
Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it.
Wait.
So many ways to die. I best see you in Baldur's Gate.
Clever girl. I think I basically just roundabout agreed to escort her to Baldur's Gate for 10 gold.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Well, joke's on her. I would have done it for free. What else have we got up here? What secrets did they seek to conceal from mine dragon eyes? Ah, perhaps that's why the ladder was restricted. Because this appears to be a side path leading straight outside. In fact, I think that is where we met the dead Absolute. Edgar? Something like that. How about up here? Where does this take us? Oh ho, a heavy chest. And a craggy perch from which we could see the toll house. And I believe that is where we met Karlach. Ooh, Crown of Madness. That's kind of fun. Though it's also a concentration-based saver suck, so maybe not that fun after all.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, side note, I also did try to organize Karlach's inventory. I packed away all of her throwables in these extra containers, but it turns out when you do that, you can't individually throw them anymore. Instead, you just huck the entire pack.
All's well that ends.
Which is hilarious, but also wildly impractical. Which is a little weird, because you can still access things like scrolls and potions when they're double packed. Also, every time we see a waterfall, I always assume there's treasure hidden behind it, but I don't think we found a single waterfall treasure in this entire game thus far. Closest I think we found was that Harper stash in the little riverside cove back near where we met Asterion. Hey, Edgar. What's up, buddy? Still dead? Yeah, I figured. Okay, so this is non-traversable. And And this is high up enough that it looks like it would hurt us to jump down. So I think we're good. We've still got some time left. What else can we do? We don't have time for any of the big stuff. Especially the things that require swapping out party members. Oh, I know. Let's fill in the gaps around the blighted village. We mostly stuck to the river on our approach to the swamp, so we should have a fair bit of terrain here we have yet to clear. Not really expecting anything involved here, but I'm sure there's a fair bit of minor loot lying around. More importantly, this will also let us jump into the goblin camp a little faster next time around. Since, as much as I've been dragging my feet on it, I think that is our next major stop. Hey, mugwort. Okay, that's where we found the chest full of pig parts. Still not entirely sure what the context of that chest was, but it is right on the edge of the ensorcelled area that Ethel had staked out. Oh yeah, look at that. The happy frogs just below us. We've got a makeshift bridge ahead of us. That must be this right here. Oh no, that log was on our map. The makeshift bridge is something separate. And then that's the shrine entrance, which for some reason is all half burned out, but I'm sure that'll make more sense once we get some context. There's that weird little raised plateau just behind the school. So where would that log take us? What's going on there? Looks like we'd have to jump down. One-way trip, no easy way back up. Which leads to a web-filled cave, which in turn lets out right next to the burned-out shrine entrance. Ah, perhaps that's what the fire was for, to discourage spiders. I mean, I think it is safe to say the shrine was already abandoned before the goblins and the cultists of the Absolute moved in. So there were likely other creatures they had to displace to take over the ruins. So that would make sense. I'll bet if we go inside that cave, we'll find spiders and goblin corpses, implying the two are in conflict. There's our well entrance. Honeycomb. Honeycomb's big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not small. Oh, no, no. Sorry, I'm focused on scouring the surroundings. We're in unfamiliar territory. Much as with the Underdark and most of the Hag's Lair, this is all material beyond what I ever explored in the early access build. Well, that's delightful. I wonder if that's Brian the Dwarf or whatever his name was. Well, everyone failed their survival checks, but that's just fine, because apparently passing that check is purely optional. It has been pointed out to me I can just straight up do this. Can you dig it? Yes, we can. Definitely cheesy, but I'll take it. All right. I think that does it. I think that fills in all the gaps, aside from, of course, the Goblin Shrine itself and the western stretch of the Risen Road. At least up here. We've still got that whole new stretch of Underdark to explore. So now the question becomes, how do we make our approach on the Goblin Shrine? We saw yellow auras down there, which implies they're not overtly hostile. But we did also wipe out all the goblins in the Blighted Village, so that in turn may lead to a negative reception. Actually, wait, no, we have an inside man, don't we? We have Saza. She owes us. Which means our first move should be finding her. Oh, well. Okay, ask and ye shall receive. Hey, Saza. Of course, that doesn't mean we can necessarily trust her. Goblins are notoriously duplicitous. And Saza was pretty straightforward about how she would absolutely betray someone if she got something out of it. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Which, based on current positioning, will be beginning of next episode. That said, we'll hit the pause button for now. I will take care of the usual off-screen bookkeeping. And we'll pick up here next time. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Revenant, Alois, CrowkingLoR, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, V23, EgonAlter, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Mark Giemza, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.
Happy! Happy! Come!